What's up to all my worldwide wavers? It's Swole Waver, the swollest waver on YouTube. And before I get started with this video, I wanted to give out a shout out to everybody who been watching my videos, hitting that thumbs up button. I appreciate the love. My lock and lay method video got over 1K views, so that's my very first video with 1,000 views. So y'all keep watching it, keep sharing it, and getting that video out to everybody else, and I appreciate that. And I also want to give a shout out to the viewers of the people who hit the thumbs down button. No, you can't please everybody, but I want to let everybody know who hit that thumbs down button. As long as your mama, your girlfriend, and your wife keeps watching, I salute you for your views too. All right, keep up the hate. Appreciate that. Anyway, let's get down to this video. Okay, as you all seen from the title, was my top 5 things that a beginner should have when they're trying to get waves. So, as you all seen before the video started, that these are my opinions. Don't get butthurt about it. This is just what I think beginners should use. I'm not saying that it's law. And I'm not saying that this works for everybody, but these are the basics to me, and these are the principles that help me get to the level that I am now. So the number one top thing you want to make sure you have is a brush, because without a brush, you ain't gonna get waves, bro. And even if you use one of them wave kits, you still gotta brush your hair, because if you don't, then you're just gonna have that cowlick looking thing. A lot of people used to rock them back in my day when I was in high school. And yeah, you just look like a damn cow and licked your head and your hair's just straight. So number one thing, you wanna get a brush. It doesn't matter what kind of brush it is. You just wanna make sure it's, when I say what kind, I mean the brand. Just make sure you get a decent wave brush. I got this from Walmart. I mean, everybody gotta start somewhere. You don't need a $50 brush or a $30 brush. That's ridiculous. As long as you got a brush to get going, then you all good. You ain't got to spend a lot of money on it. All right. The number 2 thing I would say would be grease. You need grease to hold down your progress. And there's many different greases to choose from out there. So me, when I started back in the 90s, was Sporting Wave. Like, this stuff is like super old. Not this can in particular, but this company, this style of grease, super old. And it worked pretty good for me. I mean, I wasn't like dipping as hard as I am now, because back in the 90s, the wave game wasn't as serious as it seems to be today. I didn't realize people took waving so serious. So that's what made me get back into it, because I used to be dipping back then. All right. Another wave grease you can use that I started using back like in the 2000s was this 360 style. This is okay. It's not thick and it washes out like real easy. Like with this stuff right here, you just couldn't use water to rinse it out your hair. You would have to use soap. Now with this, you can rinse this joint out with water and it'll come right out. So it says non-greasy, no buildup. You see that right there? They wasn't lying with that. But these two right here, as a beginner, I recommend using these. All right, the third thing would be make sure that you get you a do-rag or a stocking cap. You need these to hold your progress. All right, you need these. This right here is about $1.98 at Walmart. This do-rag right here was about the same thing, $1 and something. Again, you don't have to go super expensive. You new to the wave game, you don't need all that expensive stuff. You just want to get down the basics to be able to get your hair in that ripple stage, so you can begin to build off of that. All right. The fourth thing that I suggest is that you make time. And I'm not saying that you need 4 hours in the mirror brushing your hair, but I'm just saying hitting your hair 10, 15 minutes, about 4 or 5 sessions a day man, that time adds up. So if you don't put that brush work in, then your chances of getting some nice waves are slim to none, man. I'm just being honest with you. I don't care what kind of grease you use, how much you rag up. If you just putting that stuff in your hair, brushing a couple times and then ragging up, your progress is going to come slow as ever. I'm not saying you're not going to see anything. You may see a ripple or two, but you're not going to be dipping. So obviously you watching this channel if you're trying to dip. And yeah, just make sure you're putting in that brush work. It's important. I do about an hour or so a day, not an hour at one time. If you've seen my prior videos, I was letting everybody know I brush my hair on the way home from work. My drive is about 45 minutes to an hour. I might brush it 30 minutes during that time. And then when I get home, I get in the mirror and get a good 30-minute brush session in. And then I'm done for the day. I'm not one to be brushing my hair for hours because to me, I mean, it probably would help, but I ain't got that time. I got a wife and kids, family. All right, moving on. All right, the fifth thing you want to do is become a creature of habit. And what I mean by that is that you want to make sure that you're brushing, making sure your hair stays brushed, making sure it stays moisturized, and making sure that you tying up or putting a cap on your progress that you've gained that day. So you want to make sure you stay consistent with your habits. It's important. Staying consistent is key. So make sure you're doing that. All right. So again, those are my top 5 things that I think a beginner waver should have and should do in order to gain the waves that they're hoping that they can get, like their favorite waver on YouTube, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, those are my opinions of what new waver should do. All right. So with that being said, I appreciate you all who appreciate me. And y'all keep on brushing. And let's keep getting these gains, man. All right. Again, this channel is about waves and about muscle. So you have any questions in regards to waves or health in general, don't hesitate to hit me up and I'll let you all get on y'all way. All right. Remember one thing before you go, and that is, boy, stay spinning. I'm out.